YouTube is digging its own grave. Cue the brain blast. So, Corey X Kenshin, Markiplier, recently Optimus, Penguin Zero, and like 5 or 6 other YouTubers, just within the past 3 or 4 days, has covered this topic. So I figured, fuck it. Why not? I'm going to list off the countless sins that YouTube has committed that I can just remember. Starting with the most recent one. Apparently, YouTube has age-restricted Corey X Kenshin's shit from a scene which may or may not be a little bit NSFW, but didn't do so for Markiplier's video. Until Corey X Kenshin called them out for it. And after they had already rejected his appeal to have the video unage restricted, they then afterwards unage restricted his video once he pointed out that Markiplier's hadn't. So he called them about that again and said, hey, what the fuck, dude? So they re-age restricted his video and then age restricted Markiplier's. He swears up and down there may be racism involved. I personally don't think so. But there's definitely favoritism. And also somewhat recently, there has been a fiasco between 2 guys named Actman and Quantum TV, where Quantum TV was apparently... I made a video about this prior, I think it was like a month or 2 ago, but I deleted it because apparently I did not have the full story at all. I had the beginning of the saga, that was it. And apparently Quantum TV was doing some shady shit, and YouTube sided with him. And recently I have made the the insinuation that maybe Quantum has some people at YouTube himself that may or may not be bending the rules a bit to help him out against the Actman, who proved his guilt. I mean, why else would you side with the bad guy, who's obviously the bad guy from several tons of evidence? Were they playing the underdog? Were they catering to Quantum TV because he was a person of color? I don't know. But that's really not the main point. The point is that YouTube sided with someone who was doing bad shit. It was obvious he was doing bad shit. There was a lot of damning evidence, and they still went with him and demonetized the good guy, Actman in this case, for it. It is getting to the point where people, even myself to a certain extent, and I usually just don't give a shit about anyone's opinion, it is getting to the point where all sorts of people are afraid to speak up because they know YouTube can... Corey X Kenshin stated that, racism was part of the thing, but if that was the case, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have sided with Quantum over Actman. But not only that, if they truly were out to get him, they could have literally banned him right from the fucking start, and not even bothering to give a reason. They could have literally just went, well, we have the power, and just fucking Thanos snapped him from the fucking platform. Everyone shits on TikTok because the content is supposedly trash, but I have yet to see this kind of shit happen on TikTok. Most of the times when someone gets this kind of treatment on TikTok, it's from other creators on TikTok. TikTok themselves, they don't do this shit. And from a person who was on the platform, albeit for only like maybe a week, it takes a lot of storage, and it's a lot of storage I don't have, so I ended up having to get rid of it. Because, well, YouTube is more or less where it's at for me. Although I have recently started questioning my decision on that. Because with all the shit that YouTube is doing, it is becoming fucking dangerous. You guys have no fucking clue how much I'm risking just talking about this. As a small YouTuber, there's a very good chance no one's gonna listen, no one's gonna give a flying fuck. because I don't have millions of subs. I don't have thousands of subs. I literally don't have any foothold on this platform at all. I may have been spiking in popularity recently, but I have not spiked to the millions. I'm not Jelly Bean. I can't just suddenly have 1 million subs in like 2 fucking months, obviously, because I've been around for a year. Anyways, back to the point. Well, I don't know why I go off on random rambling tangents like that. I guess it's because the subject comes up and my brain goes to that subject. It's I don't know. I guess my main point here is that YouTube is becoming a very fucking dangerous place to be. I don't even think it has anything to do with being like a person of color or being famous or not. I think in the majority of this, what's going on at YouTube is if you are a person, you are at risk. That's all there's to it. But yeah, as I was saying initially, I don't think there's any racism at play here. I think there is definitely some power tripping and definitely some favoritism, but overall, I don't think YouTube's gone that far down. Unless I see it personally, I am not going to believe that YouTube has gone that low. They're going that low. So, pretty much to recap, from what I can remember, what YouTube did, first there was the dislike removal thing, then there was the Actman versus Quantum TV thing, last year there was something that happened to a YouTuber called Totally Not Mark, pretty sure I covered that, and on top of that there's this whole thing going on with Corey Extension and Markiplier. So yeah. I can pretty much guarantee you this video, even with the 200 plus subscribers I have now, I'm pretty much guaranteed that this video will not make it past like 10 views, because every other thing that I did that was pretty much criticizing YouTube for something hardly got any views. So yeah, that's all, folks. Like and subscribe, please. 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 Ahem.